enhance their knowledge and skill in funded project applications. To commence the proceedings, I request volunteer to deliver the welcome address and set the tone for the day.
On behalf of the Department of Academic Staff College, it gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all to the virtual faculty development program on funded project applications. We are honored to have with us today Dr. J. Jayaprakash, a highly accomplished professor in mechanical and computer science engineering at Dr. MGR Educational and Research Institute. In today's world, research and development have become the essential components of any academic institution. Funded projects are one of the primary ways of undertaking research and development activities. Therefore, it is essential to understand the process and steps involved in developing a funded project. This FDP aims to equip the participants with the necessary knowledge. During the FDP, you will be exposed to a topic related to developing funded projects. These topics include project ideation, proposal writing, funding agencies, and project management. We have a distinguished set of speakers who are experts in their respective fields, and I am confident that their sessions will be insightful and informative. Today marks the beginning of this FDP, and we are excited to have you all here. Our one day topic is first step in developing a future funded. As we all know, developing a project that is eligible for funding is a challenging task. Therefore, we have organized this FDP to provide you with an understanding of the fundamentals of project development. I would like to express my sincere gratitude to Dr. Jayaprakash for sharing his expertise and knowledge with us. I also want to thank Dr. K. Saravanan, HOD of EEE, and the coordinator of this FDP, Dr. F. Fariza, Associate Professor, for their tireless efforts in making this FDP a reality. Finally, I would like to extend a warm welcome to all the participants. I hope this FDP will be an enriching and rewarding experience for all of you. Thank you.
Now, I would like to call our HOD of EEE department to deliver the inaugural address.
Okay. Very good afternoon, one and all. With the blessing of God, I welcome all of you of our today's FDP program. So first of all, I would like to thank our Honorable Founder Chancellor, Dr. A.C.S. Sanmagam sir, and our Honorable President, Engineer A.C.S. Arun Kumar sir, for giving this great opportunity to conduct this 5 days faculty development program for benefit to all the faculties. On behalf of Department of EEE and the Academic Staff College, it is great pleasure for me to welcome all of you for this FDP. Today, all the faculties is compulsory for getting funded project. So this type of general, they will give a clear idea about where we have to approach, how to write proposals. So the funding agencies, both state government, central government, and the defense areas and startup companies. So the 5 days, I hope the 5 days will give a brief idea about the funded project. So I would like to express my gratitude to the Department of EEE, the coordinator, organizer Fariza ma'am, and the Academic Staff College in charge Gomadi ma'am. I am confident that this program will be an immense benefit to all of us, and I wish you all the very best for the research endeavor. Once again, I welcome all of you for the 5 days faculty development program. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now it's time to introduce our esteemed chief guest.
It's my pleasure to introduce Dr. J. Jayaprakash sir, a highly accomplished professor in mechanical and computer science engineering at Dr. MGR Educational and Research Institute. Dr. Jay Prakash sir received his PhD from Anna University, Chennai, Tamil Nadu, India from 2003 to 2009 under the guidance of Dr. A. Nurul Haq sir, a professor at NIT Trichy. He also earned a Master of Engineering in Industrial Engineering from Tyagarajar College of Engineering, Madurai, and a Bachelor of Engineering in Mechanical Engineering from the same institute. Dr. Jay Prakash's research interests include scheduling and constraint programming, assembly line balancing and sequencing, metamaterial, composites, system simulation and modeling, multi-criteria decision-making model, meta-heuristic models, agent modeling, artificial intelligence, supply chain management, and logistics. He is a life member of various professional organizations, including the Indian Society for Technical Education, the International Association of Engineers, the European Social Simulation Association, the Institute for Smart Structures and Systems, Informs Europe, EPICS USA, and the South African Institute of Industrial Engineering. Dr. Jay Prakash sir has made significant contributions to the field of industrial engineering and has published several research papers in prestigious journals such as the International Journal of Advanced Manufacturing and Technology, the International Journal of Mechanical and Mechatronics Engineering, International Journal of Science and Innovative Engineering and Technology, International Journal of Engineering Research and Technology, and the International Journal of Applied Engineering Research. He has also presented keynote speeches and conducted workshops and seminars on various topics related to mechanical engineering and optimization techniques. Dr. Jayaprakash sir is an excellent faculty member and has served in various administrative roles such as department coordinator in NBA, NAC, and ISO committees, co-editor in the national conferences, first year drawing instruments purchase committee in charge, department auditor for Anna University, Coimbatore, and faculty in charge for Institution of Engineers. He has also guided several projects in UG and PG and has been keynote speaker at various conferences. It is an honor to have Dr. J. Jayaprakash sir as our chief guest, and I am confident that his vast knowledge and expertise will enlighten us and enrich our understanding of mechanical engineering and optimization techniques.
Thank you, sir, for joining us today. I now request you to start your session and enlighten us with your knowledge and experience.
Okay. Thank you, Rajeshwari, has given a brief introduction. Am I audible for?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, right. Right. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. First of all, I would like to thank the Triple HOD and the convening members has given opportunity to proceed my given my topic for that first step in developing funded projects. See, just a minute. I will share it, then we will proceed it further. Where you to sharing, end up screen. Wait a minute. Sitting, sharing the screens. I have to share my screen for this session. Sorry for the delay. I would like to thank that organizers, the members, and other things. My screen is a viewable one for you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, right. Um, okay, we will move into straight away into that. My topic is an first step into developing a funding projects. How to make a funded project nowadays? That funding project is a mandatory one for every faculty, and the other side is government is restricted the funds. Right, see, they are mainly focused to that only the selected and renowned institution like IITs and NITs and triple IIT and other sectors, and they are limited the funds and very few no opening for yeah, private people like us. And for that, the other side, that NBA, NAC, and other things ask us to proceed how much the funding that you are attained, and you supposed to no proceed for that. Such things are a constraint for us. One side, that NBA force us to make a fund. The other side, that government is restricted the area or the topic and other limited amount of the fund, and the things are. So we are in the critical conditions. For these conditions, say I have given a point of the topic is that how to start with that initial level for the case. See how to present a strong grant proposal in a more effective manner to proceed further for them. There are various sectors are highlighted for making the project we want to win into that case of the mandatory one for that. So here it is necessary to find what sourcing of the fund. We must know that where we want to get the fund. Say this is a most and the prime one for the first step. Say here the entire my lecture this FTP the lecture series, just I have highlighted that what are the preliminary levels. Say first step we want to move towards the funding agency. Those who are new to that, and those who are interested to know how to proceed for the funding. This will give you a brief view and eye opening for this seminar. I will give it to you. So here that we want to find out that what sourcing of the fund is available existing. That is the most important one. Here I'm not going to explain that where we can get the fund, other things. Say here that I will explain them to so create an awareness to the people of the faculties to initiate it. So just an ice break to all towards funding research for the case. Then the next one of the point is degree of local initiative. What it mean here is that what level of the provider, the donor is looking for. Say the donor is looking for the provider. What it mean by here donor is the funding agencies. The funding agency is looking for what level that the proposal should have. That is a most important one. And available resources within the country. See, some of the resources are not available in our country. You have to take an example. Say example, just I'm giving here I'm not to focus more onto the mechanical. Just I want to make a highlighted in a general one. Say example, a ball long before 3 years before I guided a funding project. I applied a funding project, but the area is ceramic ball bearing. Say we know that the bearing, it is available in a bicycle, car, and other things. Bearings are there. It is a steel bearings. Steel ball bearings are available commonly. So nowadays that the people are using that ceramic ball. Some of the ceramic materials are used to increase the life, especially in aerospace industries. We are moving towards, India is moving towards indigenous and other segment for aerospace and other segments, even the automobile. So we want to make a material, steel ball, ceramic ball into a ceramic ball. So I gone through various sourcing agencies and the manufacturers in India. So as per my last 6 months, I examine the various sourcing agencies that any manufacturers are in India or any manufacturing resource supplier available there. I examine the cases, but and the average one or two sourcing company, they are in a Baba Atomic Nuclear Power, and another one is in IITs. See, these are the two limited resources are available for making the availability resources. So before enter into making any funding probabilities or a project anything else, we must know that what are the resources that India, in our India we have technology, we have. That is another important role we enter into that, keeping we enter into the project proposal. Then another one is that self-supporting, right? So what are the basic facilities that the management will provide, and what is the practical expertise that we have. Suppose we are good at some segments, example, your domain, like my domain is a supply chain and networking. Similar manner, what domain that you are expertised, and whether that we want to make a cost effective material, the proposed the project is a cost effective. We should not make like a big one for the case, because the world is moving towards a highly competitive and other segments. So the cost effective and should be more practicable. These two things are more important one for a key point in writing the project proposal. Right. Next one is that the agencies is looking for the agency, say ISRO or DRDO or any DST, anything else, or a private company. A private company is giving a funding for you. So they are also looking for integrated approach. What it mean? What it mean is that they are not give only one particular part. Let me take an example of a ceramic ball. I said earlier, the ceramic ball bearing uh, bearing manufacturing methods, right? Say similar manner, you have to you people have completed or doing a PhD or some of the segments. You should know that what area I'm sound in the case. The second one part is that say here you have to take an integrated approach of the development project. The company is normally you have to take a private company or a defense. They are giving only a small part of the work to the funding agency, say funding to private colleges or industry institute, anyone else, right? So what it means here is that after you completed the particular part of the project, let me take a 10 lakhs or 20 lakhs a project, they will use the project whatever you given a outcome, that they will integrate it to another project. So what is that? Say here I want to say that the project is a development of a ceramic ball, example. See, this is not a simple task for the agency of a defense segment like when ADA or X or Y. So they will say, hello, am I audible? Okay, so what is that? They will divide the activity into, one is material preparation, ceramic ball composition of the material. The another one, ceramic ball machining methods, machining and manufacturing methods. Another one is that how to test that testing procedure, test rig. So they divided that into three or four, depends on the technology complexity, and they will give it to you. Say like a material science department, say we are looking for ceramic ball ceramic ball composition material. There are n number of materials are available, silicon and zirconium and X or Y material. Material science department people has to examine the feasibility study of which composition. The end user, like an ADA aerospace company, they need the ball bearing, right? Running a 10, say 18,000 on RPM, and the life is so and so. Similar manner, they will point out the spec for the case. Then they divided into, one is the materials science department, metallurgical. They are looking at metallurgical experts that give you their which one the material is, ceramic material composition of various composition, XYZ composition, that combine and give that a best result. The another one, the funding research is that after you compile the material composition, which method, manufacturing method, say Example, high hot isostatic process, or exploding forming process, or hot superplastic forming process. Which one some manufacturing process is best one for making that the best material science, which already the people have proposed it. Then third part of the project is what type of testing method after we completed, how do we know that that material or the bearing or ceramic ball can withstand the end user or the end user. Say, how can we test that bearing is an 18,000 rpm speed and with the load of so and so, and with the load of static and dynamic and impact load. So all the things that we need it to test it. So these three things are integrated. This is called as integrated. So the funding agencies are looking for that people has to integrated. So say example, the material science department say I have completed my part, say 3 years I have completed the this and so material zirconium with other 5 composition of additive materials and make this of the compositions, and you can get a best hardness and rigidity XRY. So that work is not an end up with the case. Then we have to move into the manufacturing. In we are going for manufacturing, the people manufacturing department, say mechanical people, will give various proposals, various methods. Then within the method, some of the material which already proposed by the material, we could not able to proceed for making the ceramic. For such cases that we have to integrate it with the people is. So the funding agencies are looking for the people, or like you or we are, that not only focus to 3 years funding and investigated examining and the other cases, we need to support the extension for the case because it is an integrated part. And another one is that the agencies are having their own format. See, each one that having their own format of the write up. So if we want to give submit a proposal for them, we must have to follow their norms. See, I am expert. I will give you only what no what format that I know. If I give it to the end user is may not be compiled their proposals from various segments. So what is that? The man the agencies who are giving a funding proposal, they will have their own format, so that they will collect experts. They can collect different more than 10 or 20 proposals, then compile it very easily. The compilation part is very easy one for them if they have a own format. They would have, understand for them. And another one is that budgeting and cycle of the agencies also play important role. So these are that say these are the some of the important points we have to keep in mind. Proceed into the funding agency. Say what are they? One is the sourcing agency, where we have to approach, where we have to finding, and degree of local initiative, then availability of the resources within the country. So should not be make unrealistic something that you want to make. Some of the materials, say I said earlier, ceramic ball is not available, that more than 100 plus companies are making in China the ceramic ball in the cottage industries, middle cottage. But what is the case is that they are having, there is no lot of resources facilities. So what it means is that you want to propose the idea that will give you a eye opening for our MSME small segment companies. I'm very damn sure that they will give you a preference for you. What it means here is you bring down the technology know-how to India. I'm very sure that they will give you for the case. Then another one is a practical and low cost, should not be too high. Then you have to be ready for integrate with the other agencies, and you have to change whatever your proposal and fill for their needs, and cycle and other cases are budgeting and the other cases are. And the next one is in government agencies. What are they? There are n number of companies are there. It is not my duty to explain them. Just I highlighted it. Other FDP people will explain to that. Resource people will explain the cases. My focus is only eye opening for you to towards that. What are the the segments are available for them. One is fellowship and postgraduate research fellowships are there providing it government agency. Some of the government agencies giving for even a UG project. Tamil Nadu government is giving for a best project for a UG and PG fellowship. Some of the agencies they are giving it, and some of the conferences they are giving study grants and research grants and solidicate proposals are giving various agencies. Say you where you are, what level you are, undergraduate or a postgraduate, or you are doing a research under the guidance of so and so, or you are completed PhD and looking for highlighted your presence in the organization. So you want to trap a funding agency, such manner you have to find out and get appropriately for the case. The next one is that the format or the structure. This is the most important one for the case. One is the executive summary. Just here I highlighted that there is an highlighted executive summary, the most important one. Say, and another one is a problem statement or need statement for them. Say what is their people need it, it is a most important one. Then proposal descriptions. We have to describe what is my objective is. My make it as most of the proposals that people are submitting is in a vague and it may be have more than 3 or 4 objectives. Normally the people are making more than 3. My perspective view, please make it up that your objective is more specific, 1 or 2, not more than that 2. So make your objective is crystal clear. Say I want to develop a manufacturing method of ceramic ball. That's all, not more than. So my objective is only one. What is my objective? My objective, example, my objective is to make a ceramic manufacturing feasibilities. Manufacturing, how to make a ceramic ball. They are using steel ball. They are using n number of companies in India, but how to make a ceramic ball. There is no company in India, manufacturing companies in India, research organizations, 1 or 2 are available. So there is an opening for them. You can take it up the problem need for the case, right? So we have to make an executive summary. What are the work you are going to proceed for that? Make your objective is very clear that my objective is feasibility study of ceramic ball manufacturing methodology. Say then, say example, similar manner, you have to take your own domain. Say you are mechanical, electrical, electronics, biotechnology, anything else. Make your objective is maybe an crystal clear pinpoint one at the maximum. My preference is make it as only one, not more than 2, right? Say make it as a main objective, then we can make that main objective is into 1 or 2 sub objectives classes, right? See, next one is a staffing and administrations. This is a most important one. So the thing is that the no, you are a proposer, principal investigator, should have cannot do all these work. So we have to, the proposer has to identify there what are the resources available and what are the manpower requirement, how much manpower requirement for them, what are the manufacturing methods we have in our institution and at the company, or we some of the DRDO they are providing a proposal for industry institute. So for such cases that we can integrate it with the industry, what are the industry, what are the experts they are having, say ceramic ball manufacturing, say what are the forging industries in India. Say Bharat Forging is one of the leading Indian manufacturers. They are in China. So we have to approach them and what are the facilities that you have and how many people are there in their company side. And in our side, how many number of people like the associate project associates and other people are need for them. That you have to write it up. We have to write it up by our own number of people. Therefore the case. Then evaluation, sustainability, budgeting, informations are essential one for the case. The next one is there is a another one point is research and proposal, project proposal. There are two, both the things are look like a similar manner for the case, but there is a small hairline difference between the research and project proposal. project proposal research is well known for them. It is an emphasis only the contribution for the researchers. What type of that new inventions you proposed? So at the say it may be an a UG level project or a PG level project or is a PhD level project. They will ask you that what is a novelty, what is a new thing that you proposed. That is called as a research. Research people are always looking for the 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 organization or whatever the people are, whether that you proposed a new thing which does not exist so far, or your idea is should be unique, should be a novel new one for the case. It contributed very high impact in the society, something else that they are looking for. But the project is something different that you have to, it is also needed. Research is needed for the project, that is time oriented and time bounded and activity bounded. See, what are the activity we have to before we proceed the project, we must know that what are the activity, we must know that what is the duration of, we know that what are the evaluations are there. But for research, that we know basic things, we know the objectives, and we have to travel. That we are not sure about that end day, say 3 years, we are not sure, it may extend to 1 more year. And we are not sure about the case of whether that we can we need get support from after end of after part of the work or about to complete. We will came to know that some of the part of the work we have to get uh, support from foreign university. Some of the things that it will keep on change. Some of the things are uncertain, more in uncertain in the research. And the cost is also uncertain in the case. Time is also uncertain in this case. But for a project proposal, we are giving a proposal to a funding agency. We must have a clear activity. What are the activity I have to do? What are the activity I should not do the case? Even it is not like a research, we cannot extend more than 3 years, and we should not extend the cost wise. Say some of the cost and other things are. So I think you understand that what is a difference between the research and proposal. Research is an novelty looking for, and other cases are there. Project is that the people need the expected outcome. No, the government DRDO, ISRO given no, the given, I will show in another slide. They will give an expected outcome. What it mean? So I need that a ceramic ball, the diameter is so and so, and with the composition of any material, but the metal, the product should withstand this, and then these are the specification limit, and these are the cost. See, these are the constraints are more into the project proposals and should not exceed this funded project within 2 years or 18 months or someone. So they are given a proposal, everything that in a project proposal. But here we can't say that like this, right? I think hello. Right, next one is that part of the research. Hello, Hemlada, your your mic isn't on. Can you just okay, right? Thank you.
Vivaram sir.
Can you please your
இப்போ ஒரு ஃபார்மட் அனுப்புறது பிரிண்ட் எடுத்துட்டு வரீங்களா? ஒரு ஃபார்மட் அனுப்புறேன். நம்ம கை எழுதிக்கலாம் கையில. சார் அது எனேபிள் ஆகல.
excuse me, ma'am? Ma'am, can you please off your mic and camera? Ma'am, Hemlata ma'am? Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Sir, you may continue your session, sir.
Am I audible? வந்து net connect ஆயிடுச்சு நினைக்கிறேன். Hello, hello. Okay, I will proceed further.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, right. Thank you. Sorry. Okay, I'm sorry for that. No trouble in this case. Okay, next one is that there is a title, abstract, and other things. Title, abstract, table of contents, introduction. In every proposal, we have to make it up in our own format. Then we have to convert that our own format into what they need it for that. So title, abstract, table of content, introduction, background, description of the proposal, description of the relevant, and list of the references, personal and budgets. These are that most important one to believe your proposals. Whether that if everything that you completed in a correct format, then it is a first step towards that the funding agencies will come forward, at least will come forward one step move towards your proposal, that okay, his guy, see, he or she is interested, really interested, he compiled it, and we can proceed further for this. Okay, presentation. Okay. Where is- yeah. Okay, right. Right. One is a title, abstract, table of contents, introduction, background, description, proposal, and all the things are most important and important one. So my thing is that if you want to really want to do or penetrate the government people, government agency, or a private agency or DRDO, anything else, but first you have to make our own format similar to the case. What is a title? What the title should be? So after that, they will have their own format. Later, you can copy and paste. Say abstract, whatever the abstract you return our own. We have to refine and retuning and the table of content, everything after introduction of everything. Then we can transfer the content, the real content into their format. Say ISRO, DST, or XRY format for them. So title is the most important one. It should have the details. We know all what is an organization, what is the title we proposed, what is the starting of the project, ending of the project, what is the total funding we want to that, and what are the other parameters are important one for them. Then we have to make a title should be very a good one. Then mean is that we have to make investigation on title should short with should make it as a research on so and so problem, or studies on, or investigation, or something else similar manner. You have to make a clear cut presentation about the no provider or the funding agencies. Make it as very clear. Unless if you are making a more general or something else, a common terms, if you are using it, then at the beginning level itself that your project may be discarded from the case. So make it up, the title is the most important one. You have to take a film recent days, PS 2, Ponniyin Selvan 2, Ponniyin Selvan 1. See, they name a mimic, right? That title is unique and should attract to the audience. Similar manner that if you are making a project, make induce attention to the provider. That is the most important one. And what is the table of content? That normally sometimes they will give it to the complete things, or sometimes they will give a proposal, generalized one. Some agencies they will ask you make it your own proposal and submitted the cases. Some agencies they will have their own format, templates are there. You have to do this. Some people they have their own format. So for such cases that we have to make your own table of contents, make it as very detailed investigation, and wherever there is a need we have to brief it out, and wherever there is a diagram need, table need, we have to pictorialize, don't make a verbal statements, and whatever the table need that you want to highlight it, interested, insert the table appropriate tables. So what are the figure tables, whatever the things you want to incorporate into the content, take a source. That is the most important one. What it mean here is that suppose you are taking one table for trend in so and so area, say like example, the application of application of car manufacturing, application of XRY cell phone user, or application of laptop user. Say for the case, you can take a list of tables from various international sourcings. Say last 10 years, the end user is keep on increasing it. So we have to make a table, and at the end of bottom of the table or a figure or anything else, we have to mention that sourcing where we have taken up. That is the most important one that the people are looking, the reviewer are looking for the cases. Then next one is an abstract. What is meant by abstract? That we know all. Normally that we used to we ask the students and ask the PhD scholars, you come up with your abstract, one page abstract. We ask the PG student, come with one page abstract about your project. But here is for funding agency that they given us, make it as an last. It should be written as a last. This is the most important one, right? Say there is a third point. We have to write the abstract at the last. Say what is that? We have to make a abstract, but should not say that abstract. What are the things I want to do? It is an proposal. Just we have to make a proposal. Then after end of everything, what it mean here is that say like a ceramic. Again, I have to take an example of ceramic ball manufacturing method. Say here, what are the resources, where what are the resources, what are the manufacturing facilities where you want to do, what are the external sourcing people you want to get help from them, and all the things, how much cost, how much then duration of the case, and within that 2 years or 3 years, what is it split up for all the things. Then everything that you compiled, completed all, finally you have to come for the abstract. This is the most important one for project proposal. If you write the abstract at the beginning level, then it normally it may be vague and should not highlight the real figure of the cases. So the people are giving that, make it as a last. The project proposal should be an executive summary, should not be a general statement, right? What it mean here is then executive summary. It should have, yeah, within that first year, second year, third year, and what are the work, and compile everything in a consolidated manner, make it as an executive summary, and what is the final outcome. All the things that you have to consolidate in the abstract. Then only that the normally the people view your abstract and will proceed further for the case, or it may rejected at the beginning level. So make it as a title. Then next one, we have to concentrate it on the abstract. How to make abstract and other things, it is not my area. I have highlighted a few points that how to make the proposal and how it should have and all the things are, right? So should have a summarize the entire project, summary of what are the activity you want to do, you are planning to do, all the case are, make it as a summary for the case. Then and next one is the introduction part. The introduction mark should have a capsule statement of the entire thing. Don't copy and paste from the internet like in UG, PG students are doing it. UG, PG students are copy and paste from the any one of the reference, and they are filling up that introduction part. The people DST, especially DST, they are looking very keen on each and every part, that what is the uniqueness, and what is the contribution of the proposer, and all the things they are looking for. See, introduction part, it is not much important, so we can consolidate in a general manner. No, this is a wrong scenario. So if you want to succeed the project or in your particular level at, or you want to win the project, you have to give an each and every segment in the case. So introduction is a important one for the case, right? The next one is a problem statement or a need statement. What is the need for the case? Why you have to proceed the project is, right? Problem statement. Say that is the most important one, problem statement. And make again, I'll say that the problem statement, make it as an 2 or 3 statements. What it mean here is that the need is 2 or at the maximum 2 or 3, then we can proceed the further. If your problem statement is more than 5, 5, 6, 7 problems I can solve in this project proposal, then it is maybe an unrealistic. So normally the problem statement should be either it may be 1 or 2 at the maximum, my perspective view. It is may vary from people to people, but my perspective view, that make your problem statement, make it as a very clear one, right? Say simplification or miniaturization of a printer. Say you all know that nowadays the people yeah, in transportations, olden days the people used to carry a ticket in their fingers. Nowadays they are using a small electronic device for them. So what is that? TVS company is having a printer expertise. Say they want to make a miniature size and for fit for the transport conductors for the need. So they want to replace their fatigues. They keep on 2 hours, 5 hours. They keep on holding the whole day. They are keep on holding. It will create a various problems associated with the personal and other things. So they want to eradicate the TVS printing manufacturers, dot matrix or XRY. They want to miniature size, small size, miniaturize the component and make a battery portable one for them. This is a problem statement. What is a problem statement? So my device is give a solution to simplifies a driver conductor, a miniaturization, and it should be a portable one for them. Such a manner that it have to clear cut point out the case. Sometimes the agencies are giving their own problem. So DRDO, ISRO, they are giving the problem. For such case, we need not worry. What it means here is that they are giving a problem. So you can take a problem, whether you have to check it out, it is related to me, right? Or it is more specific to my domain or my area or my expert, then you can proceed it. If it is out of your boundary, don't attempt all the cases, right? So any not attempt the case. It look like a cricket match, cricket ball. If your ball is favor for you, you have to make the 6. If your ball is out of or it is a danger one, different for that. That is a manner for the case. So same manner that ISRO, DRDO and other even a private agencies have their own problem. They will give the problem statement. So for such cases, that your proposal is very simple one, right? Then problem statement, then background information, that is the most important one. Right. So what is meant by background information? It nothing but literature survey. We have to detail examine that what are the work so far completed earlier, or what are the work related to your problem statement or your domain already carried out in India and outside the cases. See, so that is an important one for both say agencies, for the funding agencies. So after that, they will notice that already done earlier, then it will give you a bad impact. Even then, it may be lead to blacklist their entire institution, or it may be a blacklist to your personal profile, right? It may happen for the case, unless if you made a wrong literature survey. So what it mean here is that literature survey, we all know that literature survey is an first level to proceed further one. We have to ensure it that any duplication or what are the compositions before we enter into them, what are the composition the people already completed the work, right? That is the most important one. Literature survey, previous work related must discuss, or sometimes maybe a patent one, journal one, or it may be used in industries, or may not be patent their proposals. All the things that we have to examine before we enter into them. Next one, description of the proposal. What it mean? The proposal is that already we discussed that aim or objective is aim. Make it as one or two, or at the maximum two, one or two maximum. Make it as very clear. My objective is to minimize the cost, manufacturing cost, or my objective is to simplify the manufacturing activities. Simplify. There is an activities going on industry. I want to minimize the time. I want to minimize the cost. I want to minimize, say, minimization problem, or maximize the product utility, or maximize the product life. Similar manner that we can go for the case, or composition of both. Maximize X and Y, maximize the product life, and minimize the cost. These are the compositions you can combine and make it as a single line. That is the most important one. Objectives. Objective, make a clear cut point about. Then later we can split up that into one or two classes. The next one is a methodology. We know the case. What is a method? How to attain? How to attain the goal? Say the propose, say ISRO, XRY, DRDO, or some consultancy given a proposal, a problem statement. What method you want to attain it? Say that is a most important one. What method? That is your contribution mostly. Rarely the people will give you a methodology, right? The funding agency will give you, rarely they will give you a methodology or a general methodology they will give. You can make it up only making a ceramic ball, ceramic ball, only forging process guidelines. Then you have to go in deep of, as you are mechanical or material science or manufacturing or something else. You have to keep on examine that what are the forging manufacturing methods or comfort one for this type of operation. Methodology, you have to find out what manufacturing method or what process or what design is a best one for complete the problem or attain the problem or solve the problem. Is that methodology 80 to 90 percentage that they expected, the funding agency expected from us. So we have to link with that literature survey. We, before we enter into that, just not we have to compile it. We have to examine nook and corner of that all the previous work, then refer various sourcing. Then we have to propose that what are the methods are there. See, in our MGR University recently they have introduced that seed fund agency. It's a pride for us in our university. They are giving a president as giving a seed fund. What it mean here is that they are given a 1 lakh. So what here is, we have to propose an idea to them management, and they will assign an expert member. They will examine that what are the methodology uniqueness and that it consists of. Based on that, the management giving a funding, a seed fund for them. So with the seed fund, more than 100 and plus people in our university is making our miniaturization model. Miniaturization model means, what it means is that, say, a consultancy, ISRO, DRDO expect that do you have a facility or do you have any attempt earlier before, right? The people may say that ISRO defense or private company accepted your technical potential, knowledge, mathematical knowledge, expertise, physical experts, experience, all the things. But they will ask you that whether that you made any attempt earlier already, a miniaturization size. Say for such things that our university is just giving funding for them. So we are doing, some of them are doing it in our university. So you can make it up. If you don't have, you can make your students, UG or PG people, to make a miniaturization model towards it and to materialize that one and tested it. Then you can showcase to the fund provider. So I made so and so a attempt in this area by using these are the resources within a 6 months time period of UG or PG. So I can proceed further for the case. That will give you a leverage. That will give you a confident level it will give you confident level, and the providers, the agencies will give and some appreciations, will give you a confident level. Yes, he can do for the case. Then conclusion is also play important role. What it mean here is that what level, what accuracy level, what precision level that you will give the project. So most of the projects in even then IITs also, they are completed here and there, and they are targeted, the time bounded. But for the precision level, whether they attain the precision level that what they promised earlier, and what is that the cost they are attain it, all the things are $1 million question against that final outcome. So make my people is people, you are just to focus more into that conclusion. In the conclusion, make it as what are the feasibility you can do. Just you have to give a conclusion in this part. Unless don't give a false conclusion statement, then it will lead to blacklist or various other impacts on the case. So proposal, what it mean, these are the proposal you have to give. In the proposal, make it as feasibility study. Say I can make it a 50% probability. Say lead acid, I can make my extraction of lead acid battery, right? Extraction of the lead from the battery is a 0.2 percentage. Say something else that you have to give in the conclusion, and should be a realistic, should not be unrealistic. See that these things are a more important one for them. And next one is list of references. This is giving another references, another confident level for you. See what are the paper you are referring to the case, whether that paper you are showcase at the end of the reference, you have to list out it. The provider, the funding agency will look over your references. From the references, they will give you confident, okay, these references are renowned, and these are all a key journal papers or key patent products, and these are ice break of the project. If the proposer aware about already gone through it, then that they will give you a chance for preference to you the case. Are you agree with this? So what it mean here is that you have to pinpoint that what are the journal papers, patents, or any references, the things are related to you. You have to pinpoint or highlighted only on the reference in your proposal, right? Then next one is personal. That is the most important one. What it mean? You cannot. I'm a mechanical engineer, supply chain. I cannot do project in control system. I cannot do in a computational, quantum computational. My domain is different. So what it mean here is that the most important one, people are, I faculty members and other people, audience are, please note down this point. Personal is the most important one. You have to take your own domain. So you know that your domain area, expert area, or you have to play only the expert area. Say my area is a supply chain, my area is in optimization methods, my area is some of the scheduling area, and some of the AIML. Nowadays AIML is a common methodology. It is not a separate domain. So what is that? Using AIML, I want to solve my supply chain networking area, or various health health science, drugs, or pharmaceutical supply chains needed critical life-saving critical no what the pharmaceutical elements. Just I want to scheduling it. Yes, that is a needed one. So whatever I know, just we have to identify the applications, and I have to project it on the cases. Then only that the people can examine or select me for my domain. If I'm doing a supply chain or XRY, so I giving a proposal in a quantum computational, then I'm nowhere, I'm not completed. Please, my request to people are all, please don't play such things are there. First, we must know that where I am strong, right? You are a UG students, or it may be a PG students, or doing a PhD, or a completed PhD, you are proposing it, or you are guiding a PhD, whatever the case, that we must know that where I am, what are the areas I am strong in. You have to list out 3 or 4 or 5 at the maximum, not more than the case. 5 domain, general domains. not a specific. Then you have to look over the project, apply the project only this. Or other case, what are the area you submitted or published the paper, that domain, say composite materials, or what is a digital manufacturing, or some of the other areas. These are my general area. So we have to apply a funding project only this. Or some of the funding projects need a medical support. For an example, suppose I want to take an example, already I said some of the no pharmaceutical drugs, it's the most important one, life saving, right? So we life saving and other things are that important one for a medical terminologies, medical segments. So I need one of the PA, principal investigator from the medical segment, because I'm not good at the drugs and the medical terminologies. So for a distribution system, I'm the PI. For a medical side or a pharmaceutical side, so and so is a PI. He is an expertise. He is having the experience. So you have to find the partner. The partner is the most important one. Don't call or don't combine the personal related to by your own friends. Say myself and you are okay, we can contribute it for them. If you are doing it, then it will lead to a wrong direction for them. So what is my case is that we have to take your own data sheets and identify your own area. If some of the domains are interdependent, or you can take other department or even other college or even other organization, you can combine with them and assign the responsibility more clear for them. You can join with an anonymous professor, you can join with any one of the faculty in a self finance, not need not be the same college, right? You can combine together, agree with them, or your mechanical and biotechnology combined together for medical equipment design. You can go for the case, say what is the case before you enter into them, identify the problem, identify the personal people are expertise, and we have to go for the case. Then only that we can win the agent for the case. If it is most of the case, my perspective view, most of the case the problems are inter-domain, inter-department domain. So you can assign 2 or 3 related people, then you propose an idea for them, then the company or the agency or the government is really give a more weightage to the cases. So what it means here is that the proposer is a genuine and they are accepted to share. Not only I am the principal investigator, I am only a sole leader, I am having more ego, I want to do only a project, I want to proposal everything, that if even it is a complex, then it is an unrealistic. So we have to accept that what level that problem has and what are the people are needed, you combine together for them. The next one is the most important one is a budget, right? So we have to genuinely accept that how much the budget need for them. Assuming that you are a people, you are running a company, and how much budget is needed for this a problem statement. See, assuming that a company running 80% budget, see, assuming a company running a, 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 a 1 crore, assuming it 1 crore project, they will give an 80% to manufacturing or something else, and 10% for sales, and 10% for marketing, or say a purchasing, and 5% for something else, and no, something, some ratio they will assign it. Same manner that similar manner, same mindset. What my here is that same mindset, that you want to win the project, you have to genuinely proceed the project, that how much that people need it out personally. So around first year, you need a 5 guys. Second year, only an UG level. And second year, need say for a 3 years project. Second year, we need two UG and 5 PG. And final third year, we need a 2 PG or 1 PhD. Similar manner, you have to assign how much that per people need it out, what skill level that you need, what type of the equipment you need. The equipment may be needed only for the first year. Second year, third year, you need not. So you can hire it up, or you can buy. You can take it as a purchase it, or you can go for any of the cases. See, the hiring is also an acceptable limit in the funding agencies. Some funding agencies, in particularly defense, they won't allow you to go for hiring for them. Whatever the people, whatever the product you hired or you are used in the funding projects, they are supposed to surrender, hand over to the defense DRDO agency. Say, these are the cases. Are suppliers, who are the supplier, where you will get, and what is the reality, whether that supplier is a real genuine people. If you're using nano material and you are using some of the material, you're supposed to buy only the right agencies. Should not buy from Amazon. I should not buy a shop near around your house. I should not buy your friend. See, make it as that should be a realistic supplier. And what are the travel you want, daily you have to travel, and monthly once you have to travel and collect the material and presentation the conference, everything that you have to list out in the conference, in the attending the conference. You want to travel, direct cost, indirect cost, and other cost, that everything put up into the budget, then you have to propose it. Some people, they are using that, I want to make a 40 lakhs funding projects, so assign the 40 lakh budget as a project, then they put up various costing into them. I want to purchase a machine, I want to do something else. This is an unrealistic. The people, the funding agencies are very clever and over smart. They can easily pinpoint that this is a project, this is a cost, it is unrealistic. They may scrap your project. So I request you people are there, make a realistic project and give your best one for them. Then there is they will consider for them abstract. The funding agency will look over into the abstract, whether that is a realistic, and problem statement, and what is it methodology you are proposing, and what are the references you are, and what are the personality you are, what are the other grouping people are combined together for the appreciation, and how much budgeting. And they will look over after the first level, second level, third level. They will look over into the budgeting, whether it is a realistic, that they are doing it in a right manner for the cases. And other checklists are also available for them. One is a salary, wages, equipment, traveling, and other cases are there. And why this project proposal is rejected? We all know that I have submitted 3-4 proposals, but this is keep on rejecting it, and people are not accept the fact, right? So they are having a jaundice and they are looking always yellow objects. So I'm even then the people say that no, I have completed, I have submitted that. Even then the people keep on giving only in IITians or NITians, top institutions, renowned institutions. No, the cases that it is an unrealistic. Some of the cases are not the correct one, so they won't give a preference to the case. So we have to consult with the two, three friends and make it as that realistic and sufficient time, and given focus to the research. So it is some cases that it is highly impossible one for the within that 1 year or 8 months. The project is 8 months. You say that false statement promise that I can do within 18 months or 1 year. Then later that they will give you 1 or 2 months time. If it is a 1 year period, they will give you extension of various 1 or 2 months with valid reasons, right? Such cases, and unless they will revoke your entire things, then unfavorable for them and should not give any bribe or anything else, then there is a chance of rejection of the cases are there. And budgeting, timing is also, budget is also important one, timing is also most important one. What it mean here is that we have to make a milestone. What is mean by milestone? That entire activity, say whatever the project you are proposed it, that divided into activity schedule. Say example, I will take you the ceramic ball bearing manufacturing operation. First one, I will examine literature survey, say 1 year time period. 1 month, I will take a literature survey, and 2 months, I will examine, I will collect, purchase the material, raw material, and other things. Another 1 month, I will go for already I know the manufacturing people, suppliers. Then I will hire, I will go for uh, manufacturings. So after that, we will go for an examine. After that, we will keep on examining and error corrections. Say what is that? You give a space for every activity for within the 1 year. then the people will accepted your projects. If you are not if you are giving a false statement, false things, and unrealistic time period, then they can easily pinpoint and they will have a chance for rejection of them. So make your budgeting time, allotment, everything. And some of the comments are there. Okay, weak proposals are there. Okay. And as I said earlier, that executive summary is the most important one. Make it as a clear and describe the solution. What are the benefit for that, and the time scale, and where you are want to do location, what is the area, and who are all involved in this, and what is the money need, and what is the future extension. And you have to describe everything about your organization, whether that your organization is funded already, guided various projects, or anything else that key people are there, anything else that you have to give a short summary for the case. Right, up to this I will wind up, and say I will show, just a minute. So here you can able to see. Okay, you can able to see that this is a ISRO. They are well known, and every year they are giving funding. This is one of the ISRO is a big sourcing of funding resources. They respond baskets 2023 and 23. Think so. They may be given to you. This is called as an what are they consolidate. They consolidate that what are the area they need it. So you have to take that Vikram Sarabhai Space Center and various area, and what are the problems are associated. So you have to take a Vikram Sarabhai Baba Space Center, and they are having agency and title of the research proposal. They are given very clearly for them, and name of the people they are looking for. They are looking for this title you need not worry about. The people area of experts, experience fluid mechanics. So whether you are mechanical, you can't say like that. If your area research area or some of the papers you are published one, or you are having experience, you can take it out the project, and they are given a problem statement, everything summary, proposal summary is given for them. Then you have to go through the case, and you can able to contribute for more onto the case. Then they are given a scope of the work, what are the area you can touch upon, all they are given up. And finally they given what are the things you supposed to give as a fund proposer. What are the things you have to give, deliverables you, right, the funding agencies are expecting from you and we. So whether you can do these things, or can able to do, you can we can proceed it. So as like we have seen some of the title selection, write up the selection, summary of the project, everything that here they have simplified it. They are given a title, they are given the area, and they given a executive summary, everything they given a scope, and they given that what they expected from you. So what is that? You have to propose the methodology, and just to make a trial version for a miniaturization model, and compile a simulation study or a fabricated study. Anything else you can incorporate into them, and there is no proper format for them. The table of content, everything that they are not given up. That we have to propose from you, our audience. You have to compile everything, then give it as a appropriate manner. Time schedule, how much time schedule that they are not given up, what the budget they are not given up, so what method they are not given. So all the things that I expected from you, from that, from the project proposal, they will examine, can possible to one whether the person is really interested to do a project under this title or name shake only. Please don't submitted any funding project based upon a name shake. Don't spoil your name, unless better we have to keep on calm, right? unless if you say that I know basically, I want to try, no, better avoid all the cases unless this is related to you, unless you should have sound knowledge in the domain of the summary, and you are already published the paper related to the domain, then I'm very sure that you can proceed further for the case. Very, very good. No, there are n number of projects that keep on giving development of plasma enhancements of chemical vapor and inflation process. That areas and structural define what they expected it, everything that every year they will keep on releasing it, and you just to keep on open up your area and find the appropriate domain for them. Up to this, I will wind up my session. Audience, I need your views. Anything else you can just to share it now.
Yes, sir. Now it's time for Q&A session. So faculty can ask their queries. Is there anyone need to ask any questions?
Someone has raised hand. Hemalata, Bhuvaneshwari, and Ramaswamy. Is there any query you would like to ask?
Actually, if someone is not interested, actually, I want to ice break the cases. Yeah, just can you? Everyone has to send your expert domain in the chat box so that we can audience. See, you have to take a. Can you set up a chat box? Chat can send it your what are the domains you are interested, and whether that related to any of the funding agencies is existing. I can share it up my experience to that. Okay. Thank you, Ramesh Babu. Actually, he's sending that cryptocurrency. This is an very good opening for in a computer domain, and the people are keep on doing it. Lot of research in the domains. Say in a different segments, they need it a lot of funding agencies. You have to you have to see here the response basket. There is a lot of domains related to cyber security, cryptocurrency, blockchain, and other domains are there. We can point out for that. Any other chat?
Hemalata ma'am, can you please unmute your mic and speak, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, is it audible?
Okay, yes.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. You're audible.
Hi. Good evening, sir.
Oh, good.
Uh, Already you told that is between 10 lakhs to 20 lakhs only they may be sanctioned for proposal. Is there any possible for getting above 50 lakhs, sir?
What is?
So already told, you explained clearly, sir.
Okay.
Between 10 lakhs to 20 lakhs only they may be what is the sanction for proposal, sir.
Yes, yes.
If suppose you need above 50 lakhs in this, they may be provided as a
Yes. No.
Hmm.
Okay. Fund. There is no limit for the fundings unless
Okay,
that it is an unique and indigenous. Say some of the
okay, sir.
technologies is not available in India,
Okay,
and
sir.
some of the areas are national interest,
Okay,
which is a national interest. That
okay, sir.
there is no limit for that funding. So
Oh,
you can look over into the national interest. Some of the already DST and other people are already there listed. Some of the technology know-hows are in the national interest. So we
okay,
can take it out the national interest, and you can make your own project, make move towards it, or if likely it is related to your research and the national interest, everything, the topic, everything is related. You can synchronize and make more funding agency. Funding is not a matter for that.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
My what am I? It is not my research domain, sir. It
Okay.
is separable.
Okay.
Actually, I'm looking for remote e-charging, sir, for
Okay.
space shuttles. Is there any possibility, sir? You may be provided any funding agencies which are related to this?
Yes, more
Ah,
agencies are there, that
okay,
particularly the private companies.
okay,
So the
sir.
private companies are keep on looking
Okay,
for your remote type of charging mechanism.
okay, sir.
If you made a small miniaturization with your own resourcing people,
Mm,
then you can showcase that I completed some level. You need not do all. So what is the criticality? I'm not sure. I'm not expertised in your domain.
okay,
So you know that what are the criticality of the problem is. So take the part and just make a simulation or
okay,
make a miniaturization of only the part. Need not take the completely. How
okay,
to transfer and receive
okay,
the EMF in between the two sourcing,
okay,
in a various conditions, rainy climates and climate or various climate, just to make it up two things.
yes,
Then
sir.
what are the frequencies there? Will it affect the environmental
Okay,
people or insects and other things? Just to make a small study, then
okay,
that will give it up, opening for them. You need not make the complete product.
okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Simply the part of the work
Yeah.
only to be
Yes,
completed, sir.
correct, correct, correct,
Oh,
correct,
okay. So we have to be, suppose we may be, what is it, segmented my
correct.
full proposal into four or five. Is there any possible, sir?
Correct, correct. That is the
Oh,
only thing is just you take a project,
okay, sir.
split up that into two or three or four based upon you are expert. So you split up that into the case. You can
Okay,
say that this is only I just want to take a project. The second
okay,
part, third part, that is not my domain. Say
okay.
a future problem for them. The first
Mm,
part of that circuit design modeling or
mm,
something else, that it is my proposal. Then next level, I want to do this case. If
okay,
you can submit it for them, then the
okay,
people really know understand the reality, and they will provide the fund. If you say
mm,
that I want to do everything within the
mm.
1 year, then they are very expert and smart. They say that it is an unrealistic.
Okay,
There may be a discard for them.
okay, sir. Okay,
Okay,
sir.
thank you,
Suppose
thank
the fire that is totally we have only 3 years now. The
you.
first year is focused on what you have mentioned. After
Yes.
that, I will propose to my work further successive 1 year, and
Okay.
after that, finally 1 year. Okay, sir.
Okay,
So,
right. Whatever.
uh, so total years 3 years, but that
Okay.
should be segmented into 4 or 5 projects. Okay.
Okay, yes.
Oh,
And
okay.
no, not that.
Uh,
Modules. You say that modules.
modules.
Modules, or you can take it as a milestones.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Right.
Okay, sir. So
Thank you.
thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you very much.
Bhuvneshwari ma'am, actually you raised a hand. Can you please unmute yourself and speak, ma'am? Ma'am, is there anyone need to ask any queries? Okay. On behalf of the Department of Triple E and the Academic Staff College, I would like to extend our heartfelt gratitude to you, sir, for sparing your valuable time and sharing your knowledge with us, sir. Now it's time to deliver a vote of thanks.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. It gives me immense pleasure to deliver the vote of thanks on the successful completion of first day of faculty department program on funded project application. First and foremost, I would like to express my gratitude to Dr. K. Saravanan, the head of department Triple E, for his valuable guidance and support in organizing this event. I would also like to thank Dr. K. Fariza, the coordinator of this program, for her tireless effort in ensuring that everything can run smoothly. A special thanks to our esteemed speaker, Dr. J. Jayaprakash, who enlightened us with their expertise and knowledge in the field. I would also like to thank all participants who have attended this program and made it a grand success. Your active participation and enthusiasm made this event a grand success. A big shout out to all the volunteers who worked behind the scenes to make this program a success. Your selfless service is deeply appreciated. Finally, I would like to conclude a quote that truly express our feeling of gratitude towards you all. Gratitude unlocks the fulfillment of life. It turns when we have into enough and more. It turns denial into acceptance, chaos to order, and confusions to clarity. It can turn a meal into a feast, a house into a home, a stranger into a friend. Once again, thank you all for your participation and support.
Thank you. I request all kindly fill the attendance form which was posted in the chat box. Once again, I would like to thank everyone for their active participation in this FTP. We hope that the knowledge gained from this FTP will be beneficial to all the participants in their future endeavors. Thank you all. Have a great day.